Hi Kai. Now this is the way to hold the pick between your thumb and your pointer finger. See, your pointer finger curls underneath the pick. There it is. That's how you hold the pick. And you always hold the pick at a right angle to the string. Remember how you're supposed to pluck the string and let the pick rest on the string beneath it. In this case, this is the E string and it's resting on the A string. Okay, so now let's go over the chromatic scale. What's the chromatic scale? The chromatic scale is the 12 steps, half steps of all the notes. Okay, so remember there's only 12 notes in music. Hi! So there's only 12 notes in music, and each of those 12 notes, Kai, go up in half step increments. So if we start at our sixth string, this is our sixth string, E, from E to this very next fret, that's a half step. Open E, F, that's a half step. Half step. There's one half step, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 half steps. And then we're back at E again. That's E at the 12th step. Do you see those two dots? That's the when you play that note at that fret, which happens to be the 12th fret, that becomes E again. So we got open E, and we have this closed E at the 12th fret, okay? Okay, so here's a proper way to play the chromatic scale. Remember, the chromatic scale is going up in half step increments, okay? All the 12 notes. So this is going to be the E chromatic scale because we're going to start on the E and we're going to end at the E at the 12th fret right there. See that? So we start on the E and end on the E, and we're going up in half step increments. So here's E, this is F. There's my F, second finger to F sharp, third finger to G, fourth finger to G sharp. See, that's all of those four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5 half steps. From the open string to the pinky was 5 steps. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Okay, so all of those 5 steps, 5 notes, were from the first position. What's the first position? First position is my first finger is at the first fret. See? So from the first fret, I can reach these 5 notes. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Okay? And then let's continue up the string, because this is going up the string, right? Not down. This is going up because the notes are getting higher and higher. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Then I'm going to shift to the 5th position. Here's the 5th position. See that? That's the 5th position because my first finger is at the 5th fret. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So now I'm going to go, this is A. That's the note of A at the 5th fret, 6th string. I also have the open A, which is the 5th string. And this A, they're the same note. A at the 5th position on the 6th string, and open A at the 5th string. Okay? A. Got 2 A's there. Okay. So let me start again. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, shift to A, then A sharp, B, and C. Notice B and C. It's not B sharp because there's no B sharp. Okay, so that's B, C. So now I'm going to shift to the 9th position, which is this guy here. That's the 9th position. That's C, here's C sharp, D, D sharp, E. See, that's the 12 steps of the E chromatic scale. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, shift positions, A sharp, B, C, shift position, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Okay, so I'm going to do that on all the strings. Now I'm going to play an A chromatic scale, starting on the fifth string, which is A, sharp, B, C, C sharp, shift positions to D, D sharp, E. E doesn't have a sharp, right? Just like B doesn't have a sharp, E also does not have a sharp. E, F, shift positions to the ninth position, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. I'm going to do the same thing at the D string, which is the fourth string. We're starting on D and we're ending on D with our pinky at the 12th fret. So here we go. D, D sharp, E. Remember, E doesn't have a sharp. Go straight to F, and F sharp. See, all those notes were done at the first position because my first finger's here, right? Now I'm going to shift positions. That E, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. That's the fifth position. G, G sharp, A sharp. I'm going to shift positions again to the ninth position. A sharp, B, C, C sharp to D. Oh, the other thing I didn't do on the other strings was going backwards. See that? So that was all at the ninth position. And then I'm going to shift to the fifth position. Good, then I'm going to shift to the first position. Oh. See? I'll do that again. Here's the D. This is all at the ninth position. D, D flat, C, B. Then I'm going to shift to the fifth position. My first finger is going to go to here. See that? That's my first finger. And then, good, see that? That's the fifth position. Now I'm going to shift to this position. Okay, see that? And then, okay, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. And going backwards, we're flattening the notes, okay? So D. So this is D, D flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the third string, which is the G string. So I'm going to be playing the G chromatic scale. G, G sharp, A sharp, B. I'm going to shift positions. C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Now I'm going to shift positions. D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. Okay, going backwards. G, G flat, F, E, and pinky's going to go to here. E flat, D, D flat, C. There's a fifth position there. And pinky's going to go G. Okay. Same thing on the B string. You might want to pause in between each string. Okay. In between each string, you might want to just pause the video and try it yourself. Okay. So here's the B string. The B chromatic scale. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, shift positions to E. I've got an open E too, there's two E's there. I've got my E at the 5th position on the 2nd string, and I've got my open E, 1st string. E, F, because remember E doesn't have a sharp. E, F, F sharp, G, shift positions to 9th position. G sharp, A sharp, B. That's the B chromatic scale. And then finally, the 1st string, which is like the 6th string, it's E. E, 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 6. 1, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. I'm going backwards. E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E, E, F, E, F, E. Remember, E doesn't have a sharp, so it goes E, F, E, F, E, E, F, E, F, E. Okay, so that's your lesson on the chromatic scale, and hope to see you next week. All right, bye.